What's going on, guys? Welcome to the It Doesn't Matter podcast, where we cover the best, the worst, and the straight up ridiculousness in the world of pro wrestling. I'm your host. I'm the Notorious One. I am Dom, and tonight we are diving headfirst into one of the most chaotic, overbooked, and downright cursed pay-per-view of all time. We're going to talk about WCW New Blood Rising, and we got a packed house tonight. First and foremost, I got my man with all the knowledge. This man, he keeps receipts and title reigns like he's guarding Bret Hart's 1996 title run. I'm here with Strap Facts. Hello. Then there's that smooth operator. He's going to distract you from this bad booking. We got the Dominican Dream, Papi Platano.
What's up, baby?
What's up? And always ready to throw a swerve into the conversation. We got my man all the way down in Delaware. We got BDC. BDC, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. And last but not least, we got a returning guest. He's a big fan of WCW, and he's seen more bad finishes than a WCW lawsuit. We got Ringside back. Ringside, what's good with you?
Thank you very much for torturing me for another 3-hour show. I very much, I feel the love with you gentlemen.
I totally agree with you, Ringside. Like, let's see if we got some good content.
Yes, well, this is my choice. I figure we follow up from Bash at the Beach 2000, which it was chaotic and everything was all over the place. And
yep,
the show didn't matter, but I kind of enjoyed it. So, well, let's see what happened the following month. But first and foremost, RIP to Hulk Hogan. We lost Hulk Hogan last week. He's a fan favorite. He's one of the reasons why we do what we do today. Any thoughts on Hogan before we take off on this wild ride?
No.
Strap.
It's a topic for another show, but at least people have acknowledged that Hulk Hogan isn't the supreme baby face that we've known him to be. That he did have some controversies, but let's respect the family and friends, the real people that knew Mr. Bollea, and also respect his pro wrestling legacy, because we would not have this industry without him today, or if we did, it'd be entirely different. So for whatever that is, Hulk Hogan and his contributions to professional wrestling, thank you, and God bless America.
Yes.
God bless America. That's why we're taking to Vancouver, British Columbia. We in Canada, fellas. And the show kicks place. They're showing a video package of Booker T and Jeff Jarrett. And Jeff Jarrett, he wants his belt back. And Booker T says you're going to have to kill him to take that belt back. But goddamn, Jeff Jarrett tried to take this man out numerous times throughout this damn night. And they're also showing that everyone else wants the title. They're showing a rivalry between Goldberg, Scott Steiner, and Kevin Nash. But last month, Bash at the Beach, we seen Scott Steiner in Kevin Nash's corner, right? That's what we seen.
Well, he
somewhat,
yeah. Scott Steiner was with the NWO Wolfpack, and then Swerve, bro. He turned on him and aligned himself with Goldberg.
You have that right.
Goldberg.
You have that right.
Oh boy.
All right, well, we're about to get right into New Blood Rising, but Ringside, question for you. What are your thoughts on WCW in the year 2000 as of now?
Bad. At this point, when it was on, I had stopped watching WCW except for Saturday night. I just didn't care about Nitro, didn't care about Thunder. But I knew at 6:05 every Saturday there'd be little something for me. So this is all relatively new to me to watch the entire shows. Which is interesting because it is as bad as everyone says it was. And I'm kind of surprised. I figured there was some embellishment to it, but this is just garbage, and I assume indicative for the entire calendar year.
It was so bad. Do you think, were they still trying to compete with WWE? Do you think they were trying to get that momentum back? Do you think this was it?
Yeah, I still think Russo was probably booking the way he was because he really wanted to stick it to McMahon. They wanted to stick it to New York, and it's just colossal failure on all fronts, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have Tony Schiavone, Scott Hudson, and Mark Madden on commentary again. And our opening match is a gold record contract ladder match. Let me say that one more time for you in case you didn't understand. It's a gold record and a contract ladder match. You got to grab 2 items to win this match. And we have 3 count Evan Courageous, Shannon Moore, and Sugar Shane Helms with the dancing fool Tank Abbott taking on the Young Dragons. Don't ask me their names. All I know is Jimmy Wang, Yang, and Jamie Noble with a mask, and Cash Hayashi, I think.
Yep.
There's our names right there.
Oh,
Have fun.
Kaz Yang and the third guy. Just go with that. Kaz Yang and the third guy.
All right. Well, this match right here, these dudes, they tried to make a name for themselves. They took a lot of high risk, and then they were basically all over the place. The funniest part of this match, it shouldn't even be a funny match. It's just because of Tank Abbott. He's still on the show, dancing and singing, and oh my God, Tank Abbott trying to hype up the crowd. Where, John, you gotta refresh my memory. Like 1999, the hardcore division to WCW, Tank Abbott was a key player in that role. How the hell did we get him with 3 count?
Well, you could look at it as a form of punishment, perhaps, because Mr. Tank Abbott on I think it was the Super Brawl 2000 pay-per-view that he was wrestling. I don't remember, but he legit pulled a knife on a guy, on his opponent at the end of the match, and they quickly cut away from that. So you could look at it 2 ways: a punishment saying, "Hey, man, don't ever do that shit again," and or softening his character of being a tough guy by just totally flipping it around and saying, "All right, you're with the 3 count." But now that I've said it out loud, sounds definitely like a form of storyline punishment.
Yeah. I can't imagine any way that they thought a good idea would be to say, "Hey, you pulled a knife on somebody. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to make everyone think that you're just goofy." That sounds like a great idea. Let's do that. Let's just make people believe that you did that thing with the knife in a goofy moment, and we're just going to now showcase your goofy side.
You know what was goofy? I'm looking at his 3 count shirt. I'm like, what's up with this shirt? Something special, something unique about this shirt. He cut out the nipples. The nipples.
You got to let him breathe, man. You know, it's a hot crowd. You got to let him breathe.
Oh my
I
Lord.
didn't even notice that.
I'm looking, like, what's wrong with the dude's shirt? I'm like, I'm trying to see, like, is that like mini gold disc on his shirts or what? You know? Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man. All right, so back to this match. Basically the finish of the match, Jamie San, he got the record. It fell. Tank Abbott, he caught it. Tank gets in the ring. He pushed both ladders, taking one of his guys out. And then one climbed up and they grabbed the contract. And 3 count is your winners, but Tank, he takes the record and the contract.
And takes off.
Yeah, he takes off. He's celebrating on his own. Ringside, what are your thoughts on this match right here?
Well, it was interesting that they started out on the apron making tags. And then after about 3 minutes, they were like, "Oh, it's a ladder match. We don't have to worry about any of this nonsense." And it's part of the overall problem of WCW at this time, where everybody's doing something and nobody is paying attention to what anybody's doing, and everybody looks lifeless doing it. There was a couple cool spots. One thing I noticed was how much taller Shane Helms was than everybody else, which I don't remember ever happening, but he felt like he had a good 3 or 4 inches on everybody. But it was just, Tank Abbott was so silly, huge distraction. Just another just classic WCW 2000 stuff.
Right.
It was definitely a confusing ladder match. I was confused with the pins. It was a spot fest. PDC, does this match matter?
Absolutely not. It's a shame too, because I mean, those guys are pretty decent in the ring, and to see them being literally reduced to basically comedy fodder is just It's weak. It's weak.
What about you, Strap? Does this match matter?
You know, we're not playing nice here on the It Doesn't Matter podcast because
No, we're not.
this match doesn't matter because they. It's hard to say that the booking didn't care about the Young Jarrett and the 3 count. Obviously, you know, Vince Russo, the booker, he does care. That's why he gave guys with no gimmicks. Even if one guy couldn't carry a bizarre solo gimmick, he put him in a trio. So there is some care to it, some thought given to it, but it's kind of like it still feels like an afterthought. It still feels like they don't care about the cruiserweights and just making a joke out of them. I mean, we're laughing about them, aren't we? So maybe that means something. Perhaps not. No, this match doesn't matter. You would forget about it. It doesn't make a positive impact in history. It doesn't matter.
What about you, Ringside?
Same. Does not matter. Although I do like the concept of having 2 different prizes to be pulled down in the ladder match. I do like that gimmick. That's something different that I really haven't seen very often before. So, but besides that, nah, don't matter.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining. That's what I thought. But just knowing that WWE on the other channel, they were hot at that time. This match definitely does not matter. It's all good. But we got plenty more matches coming up, so maybe one of these matches does matter. All right, so after this, we see the Filthy Animals backstage in Ernest the Cat Miller's locker room, and they're saying they want to be the special referees, and they want the tag. Well, they already got the tag titles, basically. Or do they got the tag titles?
They stole them.
Okay, all right, yeah. I'm about to say I seen them with the tag titles, but and they said they're gonna basically help Ernest Miller win his match. Our next match, we have the Great Muta versus Ernest the Cat Miller. Watching this, I'm like, what the hell? Why is the Great Muta here in 2000? Like, where the hell did he come from? John, what's up with Muta in 2000 in WCW?
I mean, he debuted in WCW, you know, as not a rookie, but like it's more of a tour to like a young boy in the early 90s of WCW, late 80s. And he got extremely over. You know, he was very popular here in the States. And that was his legacy. So, you know, imagine yourself in real life, you know, you have a restaurant you love, they cook good food, and they always treat you well, and you just go there year after year, month after month, week after week, and because you do that, you don't notice a subtle decline in the quality of the food and the service, and then they close out of nowhere. So, yes, no, you're not wrong, Dom. You're not seeing things. The Great Muta definitely did not belong in WCW in the year 2000. Not in late 99. But, you know, I mean, he's not a full-timer there. So he was in Japan. And when he came back, I mean, they did have, you know, a talent exchange kind of deal. But the Great Muta would just not reach the heights he achieved earlier in the early 90s WCW run. Even in 96 and 97, you know, when he... Man, I remember, you know, he turned against Sonny Ono and he joined the NWO. So he was still over to a point, but at this point in WCW, he was toast. He was done, but he didn't realize it. I mean, he wouldn't know that. I mean, would he follow closely? It's just, hey, WCW, good. Send me back, you know. But it was not good. So that's the Great Muta.
All right, well, the match begins, and the cat gets on the microphone, and he said, "You are the Great Muta, and I'm going to whoop your great ass."
It was very funny.
It was very funny. It was very funny. But long story short, Muta hit the cat with the green mist. The ref, Mickey Henderson, whatever his name was, he was trying to help him out, clean his eyes. And then we see Tigress. Tigress comes down. And she hits Muta with the steel chair off the top rope, but he kicks out. And then basically the cat won. What's the move called? The feliner?
Mm-hmm.
The feliner, yeah. So he did get some assistance from the Filthy Animals, and he did win his match. Ringside, what are your thoughts on this match right here?
The only thing I wrote down in my notes is the cat's promo, which you've already recapped. You're the Great Muta, I'm going to whoop your great ass, which is my favorite promo of all time at this point. But that was it. This was just, I got nothing for it. It's going to be a rough show.
Oh, Lord. So I'm assuming it doesn't matter for you.
It never does, but it never matters.
Platano, did you get a chance to see the Great Muta and the cat?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was actually better than I thought. I just thought the interference with Tigress was unnecessary. I mean, she did come in with the steel chair to distract Muta a little bit to interfere, but in my opinion, if you're gonna do that, make sure it leads into the finish like immediately, not where Cat's got another minute or two of offense. Which I still like that feliner of his. That's nice. I was big into karate back in the day, so something like that, I was like, okay, I liked it, but a decent match that just turned chaotic as usual, bro.
Well, I see Strapfax is crying over here. Strap, what's your thoughts on this match?
How dare they treat an Asian man so poorly in WCW? It's just not right. It's terrible.
Because they do
wrong.
Because they do so well with WWE.
Indeed.
Oh Lord.
We're never gonna get booked for them anyways.
Yeah.
BDC, does this match matter?
Do you really need me to answer that?
Well, the audio listeners would like to know.
Well, let me cue the audio listeners in on something. Anytime I go silent when they ask this question, the answer is always no.
Okay.
So if they ask me and you hear nothing, just know that the answer is no.
All right, well, I guess we 0-2 so far, fellas.
Yep, I think there's going to be a whole lot more zeros to go.
All right, well, after this, we see Buff Bagwell backstage. He's looking for his mother.
Mommy! Mom!
Where she's at.
Mummy, mom, mother, mummy.
But our next match, we have Chris Kanyon taking on Buff Bagwell and the Judy Bagwell on a pole match. And we see Chris Kanyon coming down to the ring, rocking a hard hat, driving a forklift with Judy Bagwell on the forklift. And then he gets in the ring, and then he asks the question, who's better than the Kanyon? And the people say,
nobody.
All right. It was supposed to be a pole match. And he said he searched his second-rate country. He's going to find a pole to hold that big, fat battle axe. Now it's a forklift match.
It's fucked up.
Rude as hell.
Don't you be talking about my mama like that? I love my
How many
mama
times
very
you
much.
think he rehearsed that?
Who?
Kanyon.
Or is what he said?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, he shot that shit on the fly.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Buff, I love your mom.
You're like, but I'm going to have to talk about her, so
don't
just
get mad.
letting you know ahead of time.
Yeah, sure.
So we get a forklift match. What kind of nonsense is this WCW booking right here?
It's all about the gimmicks, baby. All about the gimmicks. Don't have a decent enough storyline, but we got something to throw in there.
Yep.
And I think in the Vince Russo era in WWF, we did have a flag match, which the two flags on the pole, Del Wilkes and who was it, Bret Hart?
Yes, sir. That's when
That was Vince Russo's booking right there?
That was when Sean was to the Canadian flag. Fucker.
Yeah.
I mean, this of course, if it turned into a forklift match. It's supposed to be the on a pole match. But you also got to remember the brand new video game from Electronic Arts, WCW Backstage Assault. So I've never played that game, so I couldn't tell you anything about it. But
You want to borrow it?
Imagine a forklift might be involved in that match.
It's
so
not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Oh, Jesus.
You shut your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I got the game. You want to borrow it?
Well, I don't know what to play it.
Got the system right here too.
Can you put a disc in a stream-only PS5?
No.
Nope. Gotta get one of them things I see on TikTok. You know, the thing you just stick to your TV and you got like
8 million
numerous
games on it.
I got
Yeah.
that.
Me too.
Oh, yes. They've got Frogger,
Yeah.
Mega Man, and WCW Backstage Assault.
All
So
the
you-
essentials for your childhood.
I'm not gonna lie though. NFL Blitz, I was like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
Drunk night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dom,
We all right.
I recommend it.
We
It's not
okay.
bad.
All right. Well, Buff realizes that Judy is ringside on the forklift, so he tries running to the crowd or running to the entrance and try and help his mom out. like you know what gear to hit. But Kanyon cuts him off. They start brawling through the crowd. Then the match begins when they finally got in the ring. This is just a wild concept right here. Like, you just win by pinfall. That's it.
You don't even have to like climb the forklift and grab the Judy Bagwell for the prize. You just a match with a forklift.
She's handcuffed, or she's like zip tied to the forklift.
super safe. Just having a 50-year-old overweight woman just handcuffed to the forklift rails, and there's no other support or safety harness for her.
Oh yeah, Dom, you should look up forklift drivers with bad counterweights. Oof, those accidents don't look nice.
They don't have OSHA up in Canada. It's fine. They can deal with that. They're all right.
Yep.
They have OSHA.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say that.
Free healthcare.
You gotta be Canadian.
All
Would
right.
have needed it.
You gotta be a
Would have
citizen.
needed it.
That's why. That's why you got a bill there, King. You gotta be the citizen over there.
That's it. All right. Well, we got Chris Kanyon. He hits the cutter. And then all of a sudden, we get a celebrity actor, a former world heavyweight champion, make his return to WCW. And he tried to hit Buff Bagwell with the hard hat.
Time WCW champion.
Two-time. David Arquette. But
Yep.
it didn't affect him whatsoever. Buff got some offense in. He hit the double blockbuster, and Buff gets the win. He saves his mother from the forklift. And after the match, Kanyon hits the diamond cutter on David Arquette. BDC. The people want to know. What are your thoughts?
It was a train wreck. Nicest way I can say it. It was a train wreck. It was an absolute train wreck. Was there wrestling in it? Absolutely. Was the wrestling, making sense to the actual match itself? Absolutely not. Did David Arquette make sense? Hell no. Did David Arquette ever make sense? That's a double hell no. I mean, no, don't.
Ringside, what you got?
We could talk about the fact that he made a movie that had WCW superstars in it. We could talk about Ready to Rumble all day long, but at the end of the day, he still made no sense. That dude being WCW champion for any reason is, if not as bad, if not worse than Vince McMahon, but at least Vince McMahon owned the damn company. So no, he made no sense. And
it would have made more sense if this was a Judy Bagwell in a doo-doo truck match.
It would have made more sense if it was a Courtney Cox on a forklift match.
Hey, you doing? Hey, friends.
Watch Ready to Rumble. David Arquette, the doo-doo truck driver.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. But Ringside, what are your thoughts on BDC's comments?
Yeah. I think he's right about Arquette. Like, it's just there's not much left to be said about it. I understand why they put the title on him at that point in time. It might have made sense to get some sort of cultural relevancy or a viral moment, as we're so fond of saying these days. But then I think they turned him heel after winning the title. So what was the point of that? His involvement in this one, it's got nothing for me. I don't see the reason. I just don't see the reason for this show in general. I'm very mad, you guys. Very upset.
Did anybody see any good in this Judy Bagwell in a forklift match?
I mean, I saw some decent exchanges between Kanyon and Buff, but it, like BDC said, it ended up going nowhere. And I was like, disappointed again. Two guys that can actually go in the ring, and then, this match was just horrible. Just made it bad.
It was extremely unnecessary.
And then interference again, not needed.
WCW 2000 mayhem. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Strap, your thoughts?
I'm trying to think of the best Buff Bagwell match in history. There's not a single one. There's not a single one. I mean, I will watch the promo videos for the American Males from 1995 on a loop versus any Buff Bagwell match in history.
Well, you're not welcome back now, Buff. Thanks a lot.
Did you guys ever talk about when Buff Bagwell was an escort on that Showtime show?
Man, bro, that show was a work.
I'll come back to review that if you want to talk about more about Bagwell.
Nah,
That's a fun
Probably
show.
won't be doing that.
That's a fun show, though.
It was.
It was.
Is and ever will be.
What's the name of the show?
Gigolos.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's got core soft porn coughed.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Oh, Lord. All right. This match does not matter. 0 for 3. All right, so the announcers, they said Goldberg got into a motorcycle accident the night before, so his match might be in jeopardy. So our next match is for the tag titles, and we have the Filthy Animals, who's all dressed up in referee shirts, and then we have Kronik taking on the Perfect Event, taking on Sean O'Hare and Mark Jindrak, taking on the Misfits in Action, General Rection, and Corporal Cajun. And Disco Inferno, he is the referee. Oh, my God. They are doing too much in this damn match. It was just, okay, you're trying to showcase your tag teams.
Mm-hmm.
What's the purpose of a special guest referee?
Because the Filthy Animals had stolen the belts again. So the belts were stolen again. Filthy Animals have it. And they're basically trying to set up a title match between the Filthy Animals and the weakest team out of the bunch for their said titles for Monday Night Nitro. They don't care about the pay-per-view. It's all about Nitro.
Yep.
Well, from them 4 teams that I mentioned, who do you think was the weakest tag team?
Misfits in Action.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm going to go with Palumbo and Stasiak.
Yeah, you can go with that too.
I would agree that it was likely Palumbo and Stasiak, but based on how Disco Inferno kind of played the match, he thought it was O'Hare and Jindrak. Because that was ultimately the only team that he did not try to get in the way of winning the match.
Strap?
I mean, Jindrak and O'Hare, they swapped tag team partners a few times, and I mean, they were the hot young guys, so you got to put it on them. Those guys, the most cosmetically appealing of the WCW New Blood.
All right, well, this match right here, it was all over the place. It literally was a clusterfuck, and Rey Mysterio, he kept on interfering. It got to the point when he went for the Bronco Buster, and General Rection gave him an erection with his boot. It stopped him. And Kronik had the opportunity to win, but Vampiro and Muta came out and they interfered. And then Disco Inferno with the slowest count ever. It was all over the place. Then Lieutenant Loco, Chavo Guerrero came in the ring and clocked Disco, and then Kronik got the win.
I just wanted to see Kronik kill everybody. I was hoping for a total squash and then just choke slamming just everyone over and over.
Right.
I was severely let down. But every time there was a pinfall, Bryan Adams was screaming at Disco, "Just fucking count, you idiot," which was very funny.
Yeah.
He was screaming the entire time at Disco. It was very fun.
I gotta say,
Does not matter for me.
Yeah, this match didn't matter, but again, Sean O'Hare, when he's on the screen, man, he's a moneymaker, man. He really just was that guy. And honestly, if WCW had their together, that could have been their guy to put their back on and could have been their world champion. I know supposedly backstage or behind the scenes, he wasn't like the smartest guy. He was a little bit of a knucklehead, but you just see that guy, you just say money, superstar. Fellas, he literally was like
Agreed.
Brock Lesnar before Brock.
Agreed. I liked Sean O'Hare as a wrestler, and I definitely thought that he had the potential to boost up, to actually hit into title pictures, and maybe even with a little I would say, guidance into the main event. Unfortunately, he never got it. You know, you saw what he was in WCW. Then when he actually hit WWE, it was the invasion angle, and then he was basically a tag team specialist the entire time, not really getting a singles run at all. So he had the potential. It was wasted, and then he was gone. So, I mean, there's a lot of what ifs as far as his career was concerned. As if he, I won't even say if he, you know, if he got a chance for a run, but if he had actually lived through it, that he may have gotten that chance.
I got a weird Mandela effect. What if during Evolution you substitute Batista for Sean O'Hare? You have the man of the past, the man of the present, and you have two guys who could have been your future. And I love Batista. He's probably the greatest wrestler turned actor right now. But say you swap those out, maybe Sean O'Hare's career takes a trajectory where it might have or should have went, where it should have skyrocketed, and he really could have shown all his talent. Fortunately, you know, backstage stuff where he wasn't, you know, doing what he was supposed to do and whatever. And unfortunately, he passed away really early. We did not see the full potential of the man that should have been a legend right now, Sean O'Hare.
Would he have been as good as a heavy as Batista was, though? Because he's tall, you know, he's got a great build, but Batista's friggin' Batista. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of need that enforcer. I don't know if O'Hare would have done it.
O'Hare, like I said, man, he was a younger.
He was in great
version.
shape. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Maybe he needed to put a little bit more size on that, but very impressive, man. He was doing stuff that guys are doing right now at his size. He was like, what, 6'4", 6'5", doing Jeff Hardy moves. Well, Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles, basically. I'm like,
yeah,
superstar all over it.
Yep.
I see Sean O'Hare, if he had the opportunity in the WWFE, he could have had that Test role. He could have been Test. He could have been that hired gun for the corporation if he had the potential.
I like Test, but I felt like he never got to his full potential either. He was wasted. He got into E really young too. He started with them at like 22, if I believe. And he went up, and then once that Stephanie McMahon angle went, Test was excommunicado. Never seen the main event after that.
Yeah, he pushed him. He had the storyline with Stephanie and all that stuff. Then the TNA thing, and then he left, came back with pimples on his back, and he was killing it in ECW. And yeah, Test had his moment to shine. He did his thing. O'Hare never had the opportunity.
Pimples on his back.
Pimples on his back.
Oh, please.
Am I wrong, Strap? Tell him I'm telling lies.
That was just a side effect of being in TNA, though, right? That is nothing else could have caused that. That was all those TNA pimples. No other reason he had those.
Comes back with pimples on his back. Oh my God! Only Dom.
It's the truth. He looks different.
I know what you're talking about. We saw a guy wrestling Ring of Honor. We're like, me and Dom looking like, yeah, that's not natural. The guy was a little bit smaller than us, and I'm still like, hold up. Yeah. Not natural.
Definitely not.
Strap, what are your thoughts on Sean O'Hare?
I was just imagining, what if you literally took Batista out of matches through history and replaced him with Sean O'Hare? So at WrestleMania 23, you have the streak on the line, Undertaker versus Sean O'Hare. Sean O'Hare co-win. Actually, no. Sean O'Hare and John Cena both go over the top rope at the same time at the 2005 Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan wins the World Championship by tapping out Sean O'Hare over Randy Orton. Drax the Destroyer. And Sean O'Hare,
No.
It's like, really, that's the angle you're going to take. You got to replace Batista and everything, man. And oh, brother, it's really weird to think of it. It's totally plausible. It's a what if, like on Disney Plus. It's a what if of pro wrestling.
Well,
Well,
technically, it would have to start out with our man Sean O'Hare being the bodyguard for one Reverend Devon.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it would start.
Deacon O'Hare.
They did have the same look though, at that time.
And at the time, only thing he had to do was shave his head. So
That's true.
if I rewrite history, I prefer to put Kane in the Nation of Domination. That's all I got to say.
Who?
Kane. Well, at that point, would he still be Dr. Isaac? Would he still be Dr. Isaac Yankum at that point in time?
No.
Yeah, put doctors in the Nation.
Dr. Feelgood.
All right, well, Sean O'Hare, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, man.
We'll always say that, just misuse potential.
Yeah.
Or never reach his full potential.
He will be a big what if.
Yeah, he will always.
He will be a big what if.
You can see the flashes of it. He just never got to it.
All right, well, our next match is John's match. It's a strap match. We have the franchise with Tori Wilson taking on Billy Kidman. This was pretty interesting. The reason why I say it's pretty interesting because it was a strap match where they barely used the strap.
Yeah.
Tori just kept getting involved. Kidman got the win. Then he takes the strap, put it on Tori's wrist, and he just start beating her with the strap.
Mm-hmm.
After the match, Tori tried to hit Kidman with the chair, but he took it and beat him with a strap. Long story short.
And then franchise proceeded to try to kill Kidman in the corner.
Yeah, she tried to hang Kidman.
He literally hung. There was no try. He hung Kidman in the corner.
He hung Kidman. Then out of nowhere, Big Vito, he comes in to make the save. Mm-hmm. Then we see Reno come out and he started attacking Vito, and them guys are squaring up in the ring.
Again, way too much going on here. It's just,
oh Lord.
It was
Ringside, you was sitting in the front row. Anything good on this match right here?
No, of course not. This is so. I started taking notes like I did for the last show, and this is the last thing I wrote is bold of Kidman to not wear a shirt to a strap match. But then Mark Madden proceeded to talk about for 3 minutes how much smarter Shane Douglas was because he wore a T-shirt and full jeans instead of just trunks.
Yep.
Just overbooked and just same thing. Yeah, but Kidman got hung at the end. I kept watching. His hands were not there. He was just straight up, just hanging.
Yeah,
just chilling.
His hands were not there, and his feet were not touching the ground.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
that was bad. I wonder how much actual was selling and how much was like, no, Vito, I cannot get up. Please give me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's unanimous.
That was horrible.
It doesn't matter.
not even a little bit.
Had potential, especially with Dom's favorite franchise. Dom always loved the franchise.
I did.
This match just fell way below what we thought was gonna happen. Sad too. Because didn't Kidman get like a mini push prior to this with Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
And then that bald bitch left. So what are you gonna do?
Yep. All right.
That's horrible. That didn't work for me, brother. Did not work for me, brother.
Worked for me.
Didn't work. All right. After this, we see Booker T pulling up, and Jeff Jarrett attacks him, and he said he's not going to make it tonight, and he slams the door on Booker's knee. Oh my God. Jarrett was determined. He was determined to get that damn title.
He was doing everything he can to make it a little bit easier for his title run. Well, his title shot. Smart though, I gotta say, as a heel, do anything he can.
Like my big thing is if you're Booker T, you get out of a car, you go to get your bag. You don't see you don't see the dude with the lime ass green shirt coming your way. You don't see that at all. Like he's a glowing neon sign coming right at you, and you don't see him.
Sun could have been in his eyes.
Okay.
You see, you see, he was wearing sunglasses.
Could be in the blind spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's it happens.
You don't know what time of the day they recorded that.
Man, listen.
That wasn't live, pal.
Really?
No.
Booker T had a Crown Vic,
not
had his
really.
bag in the front seat. I'm like, you got that big ass car. Why you got the bag in the front seat with you?
That's what a champion drives, a
Yeah.
big ass car.
That way you know the
Only
belt's right.
explanation.
Well,
Yeah.
the bag was in the front seat so that he wouldn't see the big ass lime green shirt coming his way. Why the bag was in the front seat?
Oh my
Dios
god!
mío.
All right, well, our next match we have Major Guns taking on Miss Hancock. Major Guns come out walking barefoot, and both chicks are rocking camouflage.
Yep.
So this match right here, you have to rip off the camo and end up in the mud pit. Let me say it to you one more time. You have to rip off the camo, then throw their ass in the mud pit.
Okay.
Sounds pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Why is there pinfalls in this damn match?
Because it doesn't matter. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh my lord! I'm like,
Wait,
no damn sense.
here's the undercurrent though, because at this point we've had how many matches that have gone through pinfalls and various things where the referee was involved but not involved. We've had chairs, we've had this, that, and the other, where referees were blinded, referees was out of the way, but yet every match on this card was no DQ.
Make no damn sense. What's funny is that, Major Guns, who's always willing to show something,
Absolutely.
when Stacy start ripping off her clothes, oh my god, like, stop it.
She's like, I'm not in the mud yet. Wait.
What is everyone's fascination with mud and women? Just saying.
I don't know. Don't walk on my
Don't
carpet.
ask me. Don't ask me. Don't come around me. Don't come around me like that. Don't do it.
Oh man. Well, long story short, Major Guns went in the pit. Stacy's teasing her. You're in the mud pit, standing on the apron or on the ledge, sandbags, whatever the hell you want to call it. And then she get thrown inside to the mud pit. And then she just holding her stomach. Just holding her stomach. And you see David
doubles
Flair
over.
come running out, looking stupid, climbing the pit, trying to help
Yeah.
Stacy.
Yep.
What is WCW doing? Strap, what's WCW doing?
They're providing us 3 hours of wonderful entertainment on this Sunday night.
Oh my God, man.
Listen. I mean,
Yes.
I like for a minute there, I thought I had something that could be really profound there, but no, just like the match, it just went way left.
I mean,
Seriously,
you had Tylene Buck, Major Guns, I mean, obviously, you would. I personally wasn't a big fan of her. I didn't find her. I mean, she's obviously in shape and got everything going on for her, but I don't think she was that pretty. So I wasn't a big fan of her, But Stacey Keebler, hey,
Stacey Keebler.
all right,
All right.
yeah.
Right.
So obviously WCW, they're trying to be just as edgy with WWF with the storylines at the time,
Yeah.
but why would they end this storyline right here with a legit hell scare? Mark Madden was like, I don't recall her getting punched in the gut or anything like that.
I think
What-
this is an angle where they would turn Stacy pregnant.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think they're trying to say she was pregnant.
Well, I'll tell you this now. We ain't following up after this. I'll tell you that.
Hell no, because who believes that David Flair would actually get her pregnant?
You know what pro wrestling fans, young, hot-blooded men love? They love pregnancy storylines. So, I don't know what was up with this one, man.
My favorite part of this is when they were wheeling out Stacy on the gurney. They were out like in the parking garage, And David's like, "Oh, Stacy, like we're gonna get you help." And the EMT comes over and just pushes David Flair out of the way. Doesn't say anything, just gets his ass right off of the yeah. And that was it. Like,
oh my goodness!
And I want to know if on the mud pit they had the sandbags, they had barbed wire. I want to know if that was real barbed wire, like if they just got the razor wire and did it, or if they clipped. I couldn't really tell on the screen. So it would have been very interesting. It would have been classic WCW if it was real barbed wire on there and then somebody got hurt. You know?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
All right, well, after this, we see Vampiro. He's backstage with the Demon and the Great Muta, and he's telling the Demon that he better put Sting out and prove him wrong. And we just seen last month at the Bash that these guys were going at each other inside the damn cemetery with the one camera and a flashlight.
And
I don't know what happened.
And little
few weeks
Nate
later,
and little Nate's trying to save him every chance he got. Yeah,
I'm not sure what happened to get the Vampiro and the Demon together, and what's it called? The Death Circle, or what's it
Dark
called?
Carnival.
Dark Carnival, yeah, something like that.
Which somehow they managed to get Muta to join. Yeah, I don't know.
The only requirements were face paint. I think that's all it was.
Black and white face paint sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was Sting and Vampiro's team, wasn't it? The Brothers in Paint, before they turned on each other. So I think that was.
That sounds conceivable that was their actual team name, but it's the worst team name I maybe have ever.
No, I believe that was the case. So those are Brothers in Paint.
Bro,
let's market that.
They're the Brothers in Pain. The Brothers in Pain. It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
It's like Y2AJ.
Oh my god.
Jarrett show.
Hold on, that shit was not bad.
Yeah,
That's only kidding, man. Take it easy.
all right. Well, our next match, we have the Demon, Dale Torborg, taking on Sting.
Who's got 3 minutes?
All right, here we go.
All I gotta say, just like this match.
I'm gonna read my notes. My note says Sting comes down from the Raptors.
Yes.
The Demon goes right after him.
Mm-hmm.
They bring it to the ring. Stinger splash, Scorpion death drop, match over. Less than a minute.
That's all you needed.
Less than a minute. This match, you're trying to push the Demon, and he just got squashed.
Yep.
Then Vampiro Muta comes out, he takes out Sting, and the Demon just looking stupid, like, all right, like, fuck you guys. Like what the hell's going on? This match, Sting's face paint take longer than this damn match. Like I don't get it. What is up with this booking? Yeah, the icon Sting. Vince Russo, did you book this shit?
Wait. Don't forget, they tried to hang Sting too.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yep. Yeah, they tried to hang Sting, and then Kronik came out
Because
to help
clearly,
Sting. And then Kronik saving Sting. Sting walked his painted ass back to the locker room.
yeah,
He just left them out there.
Yep.
And the Demon standing there.
Because clearly lynchings were on the menu for the show tonight.
John, I thought about you watching Sting walk away. I thought about that damn UK show we watched, that house show, and Sting just walked away. Same thing. Match over, gone.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Oh my Lord. So after this, Kronik challenges Vampiro and Muta, and they are willing to put the tag team titles on the line, and they're gonna do it tonight. You're supposed to defend the titles tomorrow night against the Filthy Animals, but now you're gonna do it against Vampiro and Muta, the Dark Carnival.
And we know how this was gonna go.
Oh my Lord.
And Mark Madden was so excited. Guys, we get a bonus match. It was a 10-match card. Now there's 11 matches. How exciting. And I'm like, God damn it. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Killing me.
It was horrible. Horrible.
Man. Well, our next match, I was kind of looking forward to. Okay, let these guys cook. Our next match, we have Mike Awesome taking on the Triple Crown champion, Lance Storm. And Lance Storm, he pulls up. He had the Goldberg entrance to all the security guards. And then, he's home. Canada loves Lance Storm. And Lance Storm, that there's going to be a special referee. And that referee is
Jacques.
the Mountie, Jacques Rougeau.
Strap.
So, you got to stand up and do the Canadian national anthem.
Yep.
Mark Madden got all choked up. Oh man, so this could have been basically the match of the night.
Yep.
And then all the fuckery happened. First of all,
Yeah.
Mike Awesome went on the top rope. He slipped. He rebounded himself,
Yep.
and he clotheslined Storm. Awesome had a nice pop-up powerbomb on Storm one point, and then Storm kicked out. Because, actually, no, he didn't kick out. 1, 2, 3. Mike Awesome, your winner. And then Jacques Rougeau brought the Canadian National Rule Book, whatever you want to call it. Said, oh, you have to win by the count of 5. Only in Canada. That's where they bend the rules. Then, all right, match starts again. Lance Storm, he taps out with a Dragon Sleeper.
Yep.
And Rougeau said, oh, you can't win by submission. Pinfall only.
If it's a championship match.
If it's a championship match. They are screwing the hell out of Mike Awesome.
Boy, were they.
Mike Awesome, with that big splash on the top rope, he wins by 5. Jacques Rougeau said, oh, after the 5 count, you have to the count of 10 to get up. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Mike Awesome brings the table into the ring. Both men go to the table, but the first man to get up by the count of 10, they will win the title. Awesome gets up, and Rougeau just clocks him. Lance Storm gets up, and then he's the winner. Like, what? Like, yo. This match had so much potential, and they did all this. Oh, my God. But after the match, Bret the Hitman Hart made his return, and he's back with these two guys in the ring. Bret actually looked happy, and he hugged Lance Storm and Jacques, and there you go.
Hometown dude with the hometown crowd, and everything went real chipper and lovingly for Team Canada in that moment in Vancouver.
I know we said this whole show had been overbooked, but damn, you overbooked this damn match.
Yeah.
When you
Shit
didn't
had
have
too
to.
much going on.
Yeah.
When you didn't have to. When you
This
did
not-
not have to.
This not even crash booking. This not even entertaining anymore. Like, what are you doing?
It was pissing me off. I was getting ready to just like, Dom, screw you.
That's why I text you on the group chat. I'm like, sorry guys.
Look, I have a secondary name for a reason. Literally, this whole show had literally that going. Just blood pressure was just boiling this entire night because it should have been so much more than what it actually has been up to this point with some of the matches on this card. Literally, it's crazy.
Ringside, what are your thoughts on this match? Overly booked match right here.
When John forced it upon me that I'd have to be watching this garbage again, he said, "Hey, guess what? You're watching this. We're recording it next week." I was like, "Oh, I remember Lance Storm and Bret Hart with the U.S. title. I don't know anything about the show, so I was really looking forward to this."
See,
and
stunned silence. Stunned silence.
Apparently not.
I need to learn that trick.
But either way, all right. I don't know what you didn't hear, and I don't care. So I'm just going to skip to the good part. It was just, I was really looking forward to this match, and that they had a whole pomp and circumstance. Lance Storm is a huge star. He came off like, yeah, he's going to be the world champion in 3 months easily. And then you beat Lance Storm 3 or 4 times in one match. I don't think this helped. Yeah, the crowd was happy at the end, but this didn't help him his ride. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
And that corner that Mike Awesome slipped on, I think they almost slipped on it again. They were doing John. Are you all right? You good? Little snacks. They went up for a superplex in that corner, and they both kind of like moved their feet 3 or 4 times because I think there was something in that corner that made everybody was slip slide. You know what I mean? Bret came out at the very end, just had his hands in his pockets, like, "Hey guys, so happy to be here," and just giving hugs, and that's it. And I don't know, it was just, I don't think it was a bad match. It was overbooked. It was silly, but it was just kind of, you don't got to beat Storm 4 times. It was funny when Jacques knocked out Mike Awesome at the very end.
Yeah.
I thought that was right because I'm like, oh, this is interesting. What's going to happen? And he just clocked him and lands one. I'm like, oh, all right. I kind of like that. But yeah, I don't know. Much to do about nothing, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, we're almost done with this show, fellas. But quick question, sidetrack. Did you guys have a hard time finding this show on Peacock?
Yep.
Yes.
I did not even watch it on Peacock.
What
Really?
were you watching on?
I looked online for it and found a video.
Oh, you did hot.
I found
summary?
I found the full event. Like I was telling them, I played it on 2x speed so I could get through most of it. But
No,
I couldn't find it on Peacock, so I had to go outside to find it.
Yeah, so I typed in, first thing you would think, go to WCW column, look for it. Damn, it's not there. So I type in New Blood Rising. Wasn't there. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I went to Sin. And after Sin, it said other things you might want to watch or whatever it said. And then it was right there. I'm like, that's weird.
I had to go to the physical Peacock website, type it in, and then it finally showed up. Or I had to find, I found a link to it, but definitely like if I typed it on Peacock, like on my TV or my Xbox, it wouldn't show up. And I'm like, maybe because it has blood in the title. They don't want to do, I don't know. It was very, very annoying. Really, we should have taken that as a sign, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They was just saying, don't watch this.
Don't bother. Don't
All
bother.
right. Well, back to the show. Our next match, we have Kronik taking on Muta and Vampiro for the tag titles. Long story short, Muta goes for the miss. He misses. He gets the ref. And out of nowhere, John's boys, Ron and Don Harris, they come out and hit the Kronik with the H-bomb. And now we got new tag team champions, Muta and Vampiro. Strap, what are your thoughts on that? The Harris boys making their return.
Well, our favorite clan members decided to show up in Canada, and they decided to help people. Half the team that I can relate to, the Great Muta. So, like I said, Great Muta coming back to WCW. Hey, he's a champion, but what do the championships mean in WCW? They don't mean very much at all. So, hey, glad Booker T won the world title and is a world champion, but who cares about the tag team titles? So, well, who cares about the tag team titles? It's barely a footnote in history. And those Harris twins, them good old boys, well, they can go somewhere down south
And get their own taste of an H-bomb.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this. They was pushing Vampiro hard at this time. How come we didn't see him in the WWE?
He's like Conan. Like they did some bad things and they didn't make any friends and they were stuck in Mexico being big stars in Mexico because they wouldn't be big stars anywhere else.
Could have had him going against the Taker.
Yeah, as well as Mordecai would have.
Oh yeah, that worked out great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised Vampiro never even got a shot. They brought a lot of guys in after the invasion, and maybe he just didn't want to. Maybe Mexico's too good to him. He just didn't want to, or maybe he knew he would just get buried by Taker in a 3-month angle, and that would be the end of it. Who knows?
Yeah, I gotta agree with John. I think that's what he was thinking too. He was like, they bring me up there, they're not gonna really use me. There's only a few guys that they might have that potential, but I'm no good here. I'm gonna go back to Mexico. My wife over there anyway, so boom, I'm out.
I mean, he was great in Lucha Underground, but that was many years later, and he was primarily a commentator there. But I thought he was great in that show. But for WWE, he just looked like a hot mess, and I'm sure no one wanted to deal with that.
All right, our next match, we have Kevin Nash taking on Scott Steiner, taking on my man Goldberg. And Goldberg, his music's playing, but there's no Goldberg. They start the music back up. There's still no Goldberg. Nash is telling them to cut the music, start the match right now. We get Scott Steiner versus Kevin Nash right now. And all of a sudden, Goldberg comes running down to the ring with his ribs all taped up, going after both men. Long story short, Kevin Nash is getting ready to jackknife Goldberg. Then Goldberg just walks off like nothing. Then Vince Russo comes out, said, "Get your ass back in the ring." And Goldberg said to Russo, "Go fuck yourself," and walks out. Guys, is this a work or a shoot right here? What the hell is going on with Goldberg at this time? Ringside, what are your thoughts?
I think Goldberg spoke for everybody when he said "Go fuck yourself" to Russo. I think he was a man of the people in that instance. I don't know. This match I have no recollection of watching at all. I have no idea what happened. I couldn't tell you. That's it.
Strap, do you know this is a work or a shoot? That why Goldberg just walked away from the jackknife?
I mean, this was, it worked so well the month before, so might as well run it back. But even if you notice Mark Meta on commentary, he's like, "This is not," or Scott Hudson, doing that old bit. It's not part of the script. It's like, don't use that word on television.
No.
And yeah, man, Goldberg this is one of the matches I was looking forward to. This is one of the marquee matches.
Yes.
It's one of the marquee matches.
Yeah.
And even when you said it last month or whenever you mentioned it, I knew this was coming. And I'm like, oh, lordy load. He ain't going like this.
John knows me.
But yeah, this is what Vince Russo thought was entertainment. And breaking that wall. Like I said, he did the month before, but guess what? That turned into a shoot, brother. And he was just trying it again. But Goldberg could see the writing on the wall, and eventually, like I said, he was still being like a mid-heelish during this period of time. Mm-hmm. He's like, F this noise, man. Book me back the old way. And later on that year, they would resume that gimmick of the streak. So
did Russo win the title yet, or that's to come? That is why.
Then we covered that in Wrestle That Made Us with Dante. Was that the cage match?
Yeah.
Oh my war games on Nitro. Oh my lord.
That
check the arc. Check the arc. Don't watch the episode. Don't watch it.
Watch it for the
Don't
chaos.
check the archives for that one.
Watch it for the chaos.
Whatever. Okay, you share it then. Go find it and share it. The shit was so bad we watched the wrong one.
Watch only.
Oh yeah.
Watch
I
only
forgot.
if you can't sleep. Watch only if you can't sleep, because if that don't put you to sleep, I don't know what will.
Oh man. All right, so back to the match. Medeja comes out and she low blows Scott Steiner. And then she she low blows Nash, excuse me. And then she gets back in the ring, and then she just hits Nash with the elbow right to the lower region. Oh, it's just too much going on in this damn match. And Kevin Nash, he still won this match with a jackknife.
Mm-hmm. You can see the frustration in his at the end of the match, where he's like, Jesus, is this really gonna go down the way it is? Like, we just had this last month where him and Hogan didn't see eye to eye. Now he's doing this with Goldberg, who was one of WCW's biggest draws. As much as I give Nash his BS, I call him overrated and all that, I got to give it to him for his professionalism. He still goes out and does what he's got to do, and minus the whole finger poke of doom, I won't agree with that one.
Well, earlier that night, Nash said he's all about two things. He's all about the money.
Yep.
He's all about championships. He said that, and it's true.
Yeah.
That's the lifestyle he lived. That's why he went to WCW. He was all about the money. He don't care. He'll lose right now.
Unfortunately, the way they lose and the way they were running stuff was hurting his pockets probably too.
Oh yeah.
Well, even though it was guaranteed money, but still, it's just like, come on, bro. Like, I'm not going to continue making money if you keep screwing around like this.
It worked for him. See where it ended up, 2 years later?
Next year. Oh,
2002 he came out.
Oh, yeah.
No Way Out. Might cover that one. We'll see. All right. For a match with a lot of potential, damn sure ain't do nothing for me. It does not matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it lost all its steam once Goldberg left. I was like, what is this? I'm like, oh my God.
In case anyone's wondering, that is now O for the entire night so far, folks.
Sorry,
for the entire night.
The only match that could beat this in Kevin Nash's career is that it was on some episode of Nitro, so in a few years you'll be happy to enjoy it, fellas. But, It was just like some kind of gauntlet match, and a bunch of jobbers running through the ring. Kevin Nash gives a big boot, doesn't even cover him. The ref counts 1, 2, 3. Jackknife doesn't even cover him. 1, 2, 3. Referee, who are you counting? You know.
I saw that one too. I was like, oh my god.
That's horrible. That is so horrible.
Yeah, that'll be
hilarious, but horrible.
That'll be in '97.
I mean, even the other botch in WWE of sorts, you know, where Daniel Puder almost legit made Kurt Angle tap out, but Jimmy Corderas had the wherewithal. Pin him, pin him, pin him, pin him. 1, 2, 3. Okay, stop. They could have at least, that was smooth at least.
Yeah.
You know, they had a real situation and whatever, but Kevin Nash was like, I'm not even putting my boot on these guys' chests to pin them. Just count them. I don't give them. We're losing to The Rock and Triple H and Kurt Angle on the other channel. F this noise.
Yep.
All right, well, it's your main event time. We get a video package with Jeff Jarrett and Booker T for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Michael Buffer's out here, so you already know what time it is right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
And out comes David Arquette. Just kidding.
Oh, fucker.
So this confusion right here, this Buffer has announced at this time Jeff Jarrett is a 4-time heavyweight champion.
Yes.
Is that true?
I think so. Since Vince Russo's been in charge, yeah.
A 4-time heavyweight champion. I'm like, was he champion for NWO 2000?
The old King of the Mountain.
Because I know.
I'm like, oof. Oof. Yeah, I had no idea. Well, all right, well, Booker T, he comes out hobbling on that bad knee, but Jarrett, that chosen one, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He kept working on that knee, and then Booker, he finally heated up, hit the spin-a-rooney, and he accidentally missed and he hit the referee. And then that chosen one. Booker went for that scissors kick, and Jeff took that damn guitar and cracked him in that damn knee. Oh my God, that was clutch.
Yeah, it was.
You would think that would end the match right there.
That's what I thought too.
Wrong. I remember this match. But Booker T hits the bookend on the ring apron through the table, and Booker, he wins the match with the bookend. So, main events, ringside. What do you think about this main event right here? Booker T retaining the WCW Championship. He went through everything in this match right here.
I thought it was all right. Booker sold the knee really well, I thought. When he went for the missile dropkick off the top rope, he didn't get enough on it, and then he immediately grabbed his knee. It's like, oh yeah, he couldn't push off the top rope as well as he normally would. Jarrett with the hitting him in the knee with the guitar, and the guitar just exploded into a billion pieces. That was really good.
That was really good.
So at the end, when he hits the bookends to Jarrett off the apron through the table, I'm like, oh, is this good? There's like 90 seconds left. Is this going to be a double count out? Are they really going to screw these people who bought these tickets
I
this
was
hard?
thinking that too.
And it was so close. So then Book puts half his body under the bottom rope to break the count out, comes back, throws Jarrett in, and then, I think he booked ended him again and pinned him, whatever. And I thought a pretty weak finish, all things considered. You sent the people home happy, which is good. It was probably the best match of the night, but the bar was very low for that. Just another WCW 2000 classic.
BDC, what are your thoughts on this match right here?
As with most other matches that have gone on with the night, so much potential. They really did such a great job of kind of pushing Booker T out of nowhere in the previous month. They tried to do everything possible to make him look stronger for the attacks and the knee and all this stuff like that. And Jeff Jarrett playing a great heel for his point, but it was just okay to me. It stood out based on the rest of the matches, but on its own, it didn't really stand out to me.
Do you think at this time in WCW that Booker T carried this version of WCW on his back? Do you think he was the man? Because, the early 90s, it was Hogan. Or, late 90s,
and I
Hogan
think
and whatnot.
Yeah, and I think the reason that they did that was because, quite frankly, at this point, they had screwed up every other person that could have carried the company on its back. So they didn't really have much of a choice but to kind of prop him up in a position to carry this company. He was over. People loved him. And at this point, you really didn't have a whole lot of bullets left. DDP is God knows where. Sting has fluttered back and forth so hard between the Wolfpack and then his kind of weird ass heel run that he wasn't believable. Goldberg was an absolute mess at this point. Hogan ain't there. DDP ain't there. You know, you got Kanyon being DDP. That's working out well. So, I mean, you have all the guys that could have carried the company, you've botched one way or the other. And you almost have to hitch your wagon to Booker T, even if that wagon had about $15 in a bag of Skittles in it.
Well, you see Vince Russo making some new stars. Do you think that Jeff Jarrett was underrated, or do you think he's just that right guy being in the right spot at that time?
Opportunist. Absolute opportunist. I think that he had enough cachet in the business that he could kind of carry the top villain role. But I don't see him as a guy I would build a company around at any point of his career. But he is the guy to kind of hold the reins for the next guy. He's the placeholder. He's a placeholder type. Like when you have a guy in mind, he's the guy you want to put in there as a placeholder so that when that guy comes along, he can kind of take him over and then be the big guy, the big star. He embraces that, to me.
Platano, what do you think about this? What do you think about Booker carrying WCW on his back? What do you think about Jeff Jarrett's spot at the moment?
I kind of got to agree with BDC. They were trying to make new stars, but unfortunately, it was such a sinking ship that Booker really didn't get to, showcase everything he could have against a much bigger star like a Hogan, a Macho Man. Did he go against Kevin Nash at all? Maybe like for a brief moment.
Who, Book?
Yeah. Oh, he would have the title shot against him recently. Yeah. Well, he didn't have that long rivalry with these big name stars. So while his trajectory was still going up, the company was going down. It had nothing to do with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just mismanagement, bad booking. I got to read the Nitro book because from whatever was going on behind the scenes, they were really just trying to dump this company. And then the incident with Hogan the month prior just didn't help out anything. So you're building a new star, well, a couple new stars, but you're doing it at the expense of losing your company as well. And they always the way they supposed to build a team is just like an NFL team. That's why Bill Belichick had the most titles. He had one or two superstars, some mid-carders, and then a bunch of Joes and Schmoes that you can fill it in and out whenever you needed them. But they were so top heavy that, like most other NFL teams, once their superstars are gone, the team just collapsed. So it's sad because like I said, the company had potential. Guys like Sean O'Hare, Jindrak, Palumbo, and not so much Stasiak. Got booked, and I'll give Jeff his due. He paid his dues. He deserved that spot. I will say that. He definitely deserved it because I didn't see anybody else that could have taken that spot. As much as I love franchise, and he was a former ECW champion, I don't think he was that guy for WCW to put their wagon on just to elevate the next guy. No. But you missed the boat on Scotty. But then again, he probably has some attitude issues as well.
Well,
working for WCW, everybody had attitude issues.
Well, I'm going to answer a question. It was asked if Jeff Jarrett was really a 4-time champion at this point. So, from April to this match, he did in fact win the title on 4 separate occasions.
Wow!
Holy.
On April 16th, he won the vacant title.
Damn, vacant.
Yeah, he beat Vacant for it. He lost it to DDP the very next week.
Really?
Then on May 7th, he won it again in a triple threat versus Page and Arquette, which again, why the fuck Arquette? He then, it says he lost it 2 more times in May, with the second time being that match where he just laid it down and let Hogan just
Bash at the beach.
Okay.
yeah, and then legit lost it to Booker T. But they didn't count the Hogan match as one of his as a title loss, so we all know that.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So he did actually win it in 4 months in a 4 month stretch. 4 times in a 4 month stretch. Yep, he did.
Well, sorry, fellas, for putting y'all through this bullshit. I can say that it's unanimous. This show does not matter
At all.
at all.
I don't think I've ever done a show with you guys where it was O for the entire show. I don't think it's ever happened.
That's crazy. But I have a question for
One
John.
for the record books.
John, the question for you is, if you could give one sentence to describe New Blood Rising to someone who's never seen it, what would you say?
Cool name, bad show.
Ooh, that's enough.
You know why? It was not a good show because they don't got it like that.
No, they don't.
Mic drop.
Oh my Lord.
I hated that. Oh my god.
Jesus.
All right, well,
Stop
Papi
this.
Platano has a crate. Let's see what he has for this crate. It's probably better than this damn
Let's
show
see
right
if we
here.
can redeem ourselves, guys. Let's do
Yeah.
our bi-monthly
Unfortunately, I couldn't snap the show
wrestling
away.
crate for the month of July.
Let's
Well,
go.
when it's released, it'll be in August.
Let's see it.
All right. What do we got here? What do we got? T-shirts last. Ooh. We got a new indie champion. We got Paul Walter Hauser, Brawler, Micro Brawler. So if you're a
Stingray,
Cobra
there you go.
Kai fan,
Nice.
let's see. I got a private party drinking holster, so I can take shots. Oh boy, got the one thing this show wasn't good. I got a too sweet foam finger.
Is it the middle one?
That's how it's done.
Nope, it's this one, unfortunately. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, I got the Rainmaker's pin. I'll take that.
That's dope.
Nice.
What do we have here? I got a Cactus Jack and Terry Funk poster from 30 years. Oh, yeah. This is going to be nice.
Kings of the Death Match.
Oh, that's dope.
Now on VHS.
Yes, sir.
And for our lovely autograph of the month, the beautiful, the sexy. She is on TNA. She's Indy Hartwell.
Indy.
The indie god.
All right, now let's see what
Queen of
our
Index.
T-shirts would be. So the first one is an actual, so they gave me the poster, and now they gave me the shirt for the Cactus Jack one.
That's dope.
Yep.
We still have the file open. Print the poster and the shirt now.
That's dope. I like that.
And the
Don't
last shirt,
scam.
we got Young Bucks Burning Money. Let's see what this looks like.
I like that. That's dope.
Looks like something they'd sell at Megatrend.
Yep.
Too bad they're not open anymore. And that will be my pro wrestling crate for the month of July. Spoiler alert, the next crate will be Máscaras en Pintura.
Is he getting makeup?
Yes.
Damn.
Featuring guys like Juicin, Thunder Liger, Sting, Danhausen, very nice, very evil. The man we just talked about, Vampiro. And you know my favorite, Dusty Rhodes, baby. He gonna be in here because he was probably the last outlaw out here. Spoiler alert.
No.
In September.
Now, I'm going to ask a question. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Have anyone seen the Legacy of Sting figures?
Yes.
All right.
Was that TNA joint or AEW?
Yeah.
Figure.
Mhm.
So I recognize two versions of Sting. What was up
Oh,
with
Lord.
that third one? I've never seen him wear the face paint quite like they had it on the AEW version of him.
Do you got it?
No, I do not.
Oh.
I saw the picture and I was like, what the hell is up with that?
Oh.
Well, let's see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold up.
Miss Jackie, chocolate titties.
Chocolate titties. That will not be happening today, folks. Sorry about your damn luck.
Well, while BDC is looking up this action figure, I'm going to go through next week's show. Next week's show is Stratfac's Choice, and he's taking it to NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. I'm going to run through the card right quick. And here we go. Our opening match for your NXT Tag Team Championship. We have the Undisputed Era of Kyle O'Reilly and my man, Roderick Strong, taking on Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven, and Tyler Bates.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
In our next match, we have EC3 taking on the Velveteen Dream. And our next match is for the NXT North American Championship. We have Adam Cole, baby, taking on John's boy, Ricochet.
Wow. Wow.
All right, for your NXT Women's Championship match, we have Shayna Baszler taking on Kairi Sane.
Ooh.
And then your main event is your last man standing match for the NXT Championship. We have Tommaso Ciampa taking on Johnny Gargano.
That's the
Looking
one in
forward to that
Brooklyn
show.
that we went to, right?
Yes.
Numero cuatro.
No music.
I like that one. I love the way that show
That's
ended.
John's choice.
Okay.
Great way.
All right. I found it. Here we go.
Joker's thing?
Which one are you talking about? The third one?
Yeah, the third one.
That's Joker's thing.
Yeah,
It's like a
He
mix of
did that
Joker's
before. He
thing.
did that with Darby and
Yeah.
CM Punk.
I never saw it. That's why I was like,
You
I'm
watch-
looking at it, I'm like, what the hell is up with that?
It-
You don't watch AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, he
I
did
watch
that.
say
it.
that.
I watch it sometime.
It was
I
basically
guess
like
I
Joker's
missed that
thing.
week.
Yeah, you missed it, Bubba.
You watch it sometimes? That's not enough.
That's not enough.
No, that's more than enough.
No, I guess because you don't got it like that.
Oh, I got it like that. I just don't need to have it like that.
I'll correct you just like I corrected Just Incredible. Oh, they ain't got no heat and nobody. You telling me cutting off Swerve's braids is not heat? Oh, I didn't know that happened. You want to know why you didn't know that happened? Because you ain't watching the fucking show.
Fact.
Yo, you really said that.
Yeah, he
Check
said
the
that.
archive.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Live from Horsepower Cigar and Lounge, Mobile, Connecticut. Check
John,
us out with Just Incredible.
John Lee will call you out.
And I said, get your hands out of my wallet.
God.
There ain't no crack in there.
God.
All right, close that window. 'Cause I'm about to close us out.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Oh, that's it. That's it for New Blood Rising, where Goldberg no-showed mid-match. Judy Bagwell got Forklift and WCW booked like they were actually trying to get canceled. Shout out to you guys for putting up with the disaster with me. And we will catch you guys next time. Hopefully a show doesn't feel like a fever dream written by some drunk interns. Till then, stay ruthless. And someone hands you a WCW script from 2000, burn that shit. I'm the Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here at Stratfact. I'm here at BDC. I'm here at Papi Platano. I'm here at Ringside. And we'll see y'all next week. Boom.